Alright, so today I ended up taking a dub. I'm up. I made 218. I stopped myself out early because we had another SMT, a bullish one, and yeah, I only missed out on like $30. Today was not a no news day. Hold up. Unemployment claims at 6:30, so for me that's like an hour before market opens. Okay, let me just give the rundown right quick. So we had, I'll just mark that out. I don't know if that was swept before market opened. We got this imbalance, this high, and then this high. The reason I was bearish was because on the super high time frames, it looks like we're kind of just filling in this order block, as well as on the 4-hour. Yo, Nova, stop. That's my dog. Chill out, bro. Anyways, we're filling in these last imbalances, and I wanted us to go a little lower before we went higher. Oh my gosh, bro. So on the 4-hour, we had this low imbalance, and then low. The 1-hour, we actually had a lot of imbalances. At first we had that, balance, imbalance, and low. It looks kind of chaotic, but it's all right. It's just like when I'm in replay mode. Bro, what? Where the fuck? Bro, that's why it was so confusing. What the? Okay, wait, let me go back. What the fuck? Okay, whatever. Yeah, it shows the candle when it's already closed when I go onto a higher time frame. I'm like, what the fricky? Anyways, so after all this, it looks like just consolidation before we actually pick a move. And I was gonna wait. To be honest, I didn't really remember that we had news. Then I checked when I was about to take a trade, so I was kind of fine with taking my setup. So we kind of just bounced around for a minute. Take out that high, take out this low. To be honest, I thought it was gonna be like a whole day of chop. I didn't really expect too much. But anyways, Nasdaq was like hella low, our ES, and we ended up creating a 5-minute SMT. There was no bullish SMT created. When we made this move up, I was honestly expecting to take a long from here, but the next candle, we just weren't showing anything to go long from. Plus ES continued with bearish flow, so I would rather have bullish flow on both before I end up taking a long on Nasdaq. We ended up creating this 5-minute SMT. 10. Actually, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, 940. Because this was swept on ES a little earlier. Okay, so 5-minute SMT. This is our first confluence. SMT right there. And like as you can see, ES is just clearly bearish, which is honestly what I wanted to see. I was fine with going long just because I know we had a flash crash, and after all the liquidity we took out, I was okay with it, but I was trying to go short. So there's that. Scale down to the 1 minute. So since we were already in bearish order flow, where was that 5-minute? Okay, so here's that 5-minute down candle. Here's when that closed. We were already in bearish order flow, so it was fine. I was looking for like an obvious continuation confluence. So from this 1-minute high to this 1-minute low, move up, down, then move down, up. We hit equilibrium. I was preferring a fair value gap because my RR was going to be pretty high, as well as this was a, not like a large move, but like something a little more than I am usually taking. I ended up entering right here on that, and pretty sure I just went with this 1 minute high with my stop, targeting these next 1 hour lows. I'm pretty sure it was 1 hour, or I guess fair value gap, but whatever. Bro, dude, it's not fucking letting me. All right, so back to what I was saying. 1 minute equilibrium. I know it looks kind of choppy, but we're already in that bearish order flow, and we hit this equilibrium. I was not going to take this because we went too far, swept out a 1 minute low. Honestly, at this point, I thought that we were going to also sweep out this 5 minute high before continuing the SMT. But I was going to prefer taking a fair value gap because it would have been more obvious. And I just saw this 1 minute equilibrium. I'm not too confident with it sometimes because back in my early days, I used to get fucking wrecked with it. But yeah, this was fine for me. I ended up taking a 15 minute low, or actually, it was the previous 1 hour low that I ended up calling my break even. Bro. Yeah, that's break even for me. I did end up chopping around for a minute. Yeah, so right there I went break even. And what was it? Yeah, we ended up Yeah, so originally my take profit was going to be somewhere around a 1-to-1, just because I thought we were going to end up creating a 5 minute SMT. But since ES was just absolutely shitting the bed, I ended up extending my take profit to this 1 hour low. And it took a minute, but we ended up hitting it. With this move up, I ended up closing out. Let me see my phone. I ended up closing out right after that 5 minute move up because that was a SMT. Bro, I'm so hungry right now. Fuck. I've had like 2 coffees and like 4 eggs at like 4 in the morning today, and I didn't even barely eat. So 23555. Flat. Okay, so 1-to-1 flat. So that's honestly not bad at all. Anything about 1-to-1 or more is fine with me. But I ended up closing on this move up. Wait. Shoot, my bad. I gave it a chance because I was break even. And after the other day with that SMT, I've realized that sometimes it just pushes it into an imbalance just to continue price lower, which this was the imbalance. So I ended up closing later, but right around that point, it was 10:38. There, that move up. Price did end up hitting my take profit later, but after this consolidation with a 5 minute SMT, I was assuming price was going to go back up, and I was just like, whatever, bro. I'll take profits where profits are given. Plus, my only goal right now is to get 1 payout. I'm not going to lie, I've never had a payout before. That's just, I feel like it's just a mental block that I'm trying to get past right now. And after last month, my confidence definitely went down a little bit. Had to take a few days off, even though it was like, even though I fucking traded Tuesday. I didn't trade yesterday. There was no setups anyways. I just really have not been feeling to trade at all, which is probably a good thing. But other than that, the main things I've learned today is SMTs are created, and then it's like it'll push price into an imbalance and then continue the direction we're going, like with the overall higher time frame trend. Sometimes there was also a 1 minute SMT right here that I could have entered off of, gotten a better risk to reward, but whatever. This ended up turning into a 15-minute SMT from 7. Yeah, it's 15-minute SMT, which probably helped me out quite a bit. Trying to think of the other main things I've learned. There was no fair value gap that I went off of, but this was a better confluence that I liked. Seeing that get respected. There's not too much else. I'm back to break even on my account. I'm only like negative $16. After last month, just tragic, bro. I was down a band. But now I'm up to break even. I guess that's freaking risk management on par, bro. But that's kind of it. I don't know. Nothing else. Tomorrow's a no news Friday. I'll probably be risk off tomorrow. Treat it like a no news Monday, because it's a Friday. Anyways, peace.